scoring guard is different. It's like
Magic Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the difference between saying, okay, you're going to be a DH and all you do is hit. Like, you're just going to play DH. Or guys who hit well enough to play DH, but also play the field because they're good enough to play the field. Like, had John Stockton played with the Showtime Lakers, like, he probably would have averaged 20 assists a game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's what people always forget to do too, is they forget to equalize the data. So it's like, okay, John Stockton played for the Jazz, and for a lot of years they were not great. And then he had Karl Malone, and that obviously helped him a lot because he for a long time was the second leading scorer and could have been the leading scorer had he stayed with Utah. But he wanted, he chased a ring, and sadly that didn't work out for him.
Right.
We're gonna try some chew. So, but then people are like, well, it's like the Jazz themselves. Like, that Jazz team is maybe a top 15 team all time.
Yeah.
But they ran into the Bulls, which were literally the best team of all time.
Right.
And so it's like what do you do with that?
Right.
It's like what did they, and because they didn't win, their glory is taken from them.
Yeah, everyone says John Stockton isn't the best because he never won a championship, and it's like, yeah, no one else did either.
Right. The only reason why Hakeem Olajuwon had rings is because Michael Jordan had retired.
Right.
For the 2 years.
He was done.
And it's like, there's so many things that go into it, and it's like, again, it depends on what kind of team you want built. Like, Magic Johnson would have killed this generation of NBA players. I mean, like, he was meant for this style. And the thing that was great about Magic Johnson is not only did he do it in his era, which was like, they can literally like steer you with their hand. That's how hard they play defense, and they had to change the game. And because here's the thing, had they not changed the game, Steph Curry, I think, would still be a great player, but he would have been a sixth man.
Right.
Like, he wouldn't have played and been like, because they would have bodied him up, and he wouldn't have got a shot off.
Right.
Like, Isaiah Thomas would not have let him got a shot off. Like, it wouldn't have happened. John Stockton wouldn't have let him get a shot off.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. Like, you shot over me, you shot 50 feet out.
Right.
I'm just gonna body check you into the stands.
Right.
Until you play right.
Right.
Exactly. And that's the way they played. And they're like, we're just gonna tackle you until you start playing the way we want you to.
Right. Well, and that's the whole thing, is they didn't, and that's what like people refuse to like admit or to see, is like, we played in an NBA. They played in an NBA that was just so vastly different that there's no way to really make that comparison. Yeah. And again, you have to do your best to equalize data. So like, if you want to say Magic Johnson's the best, that's fine. I'm not saying that's a bad pick by any means. Like, he's still Magic freaking Johnson, for crying out loud. Right. But the problem is you're also not being really honest about like what made a team. And the thing is a championship. This is why I hate the argument when we talk about Michael Jordan and LeBron. For two reasons. One, teams win championships, not individual players. Michael Jordan did not win the NBA Finals. The Bulls did. The Bulls had all of the talent that you could possibly have. They had the best rebounder who ever existed when they played the Jazz. They had Scottie Pippen, who was probably the best. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen were probably the best duo to ever play in the NBA. Like they had everything, and then they had Tony Kukoc, and then they had Kerr, Grant. And then they had Horace Grant, and then they had Luke Longley. It's like, give me a break. Right. Like, they had an embarrassment of riches. And so it's like, and the other thing is too, is people are like, well, he went undefeated in the finals. It's like, okay, how many finals did he get to though? Mm-hmm. Like, you don't get to say he went undefeated in the finals. 'Cause he went undefeated in the finals. Like, you don't get to say he went undefeated in the finals. Like, you don't get to say he went undefeated in the finals. Like, you don't get to say he went undefeated in the finals. Like, you don't get to say he went undefeated in the finals. Like, you don't get to say he went undefeated in the finals. Like, you don't get to say he went undefeated in the finals. Like, you don't get to say he went undefeated in the finals. Like, you don't get to say he went undefeated in the finals. Like, you don't get to say he went undefeated in the finals. Like, you don't get to say he went undefeated in the finals. Like, you don't get to say he went undefeated in the finals. Like, you don't get to say he went undefeated in the finals. Like, you don't get to say he went undefeated in the finals. Like, you don't get to say he went undefeated in the finals. Like, you don't get to say he went undefeated in the finals. Like, you don't but then you don't get a count against him all the times he didn't make it to the finals. The person who's made more finals, I believe, is LeBron James, correct? And he's the most who's made it the most in a row. Yeah. So it's like you can't. So like all the years that he lost, yeah, because he didn't have good teams like Michael Jordan. Because LeBron James won a championship, a more impressive championship, in my opinion, too. Like, it was more impressive to win the championship against the Golden State Warriors than it was for Michael Jordan to beat the Jazz. Because that Golden State Warrior team was supposedly the next best team to ever play.
Right. Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
And he did it, and again, he did it from, he came back. Weren't they down 3-1? Yeah, something crazy 3-1. Like that?
Yeah. It was like they just counted him out because there's no way.
Right.
No one had ever done it before.
Right.
So it was incredible, and that was like the last time I ever watched LeBron play because I didn't care.
But yeah, I mean, it's like I think he made like 7 finals in a row. And so it's like you don't get to say, well, Michael Jordan, because all the times he didn't. How many times did Michael Jordan take 5th? How many times did Michael Jordan take?
Yeah, like 6th? He couldn't beat the Pistons.
No.
Until he got every
other piece. Yeah. LeBron James was in the league making finals. Now again, the league is different. But the difference between that too is LeBron James could have played in any era. Any era he could have played.
Yeah.
Like, he's big, strong, like
right.
And
if he played in the tackling era, he'd still
be fine
too.
Right.
Yeah.
Now the thing is like why I agree with you that Michael Jordan is still the greatest is because I do agree that like who would I rather watch play, and that actually means something to me, because why even talk about it if we're not talking about it in those terms?
Right.
Like, I think that's actually the clearest distinction between the two, and that's why I concede that Michael Jordan is the best player of all time. Because what are we even talking about if we're not watching it?
Right.
Like, that's literally the point of the NBA, is that we watch the game, right? So it's like if we're not watching the game, it's like all we're doing is making dumb arguments for the argument's sake.
Right.
And that doesn't seem right to me.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like, I don't care to watch the NBA either. Like right now, I don't care.
I was trying to watch the Suns and the Mavericks, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
It's so boring.
Such a bad product.
Ugh. And that's why I think partly people are going to the NBA, and honestly, or to the NFL. And it's funny because you might see people start going back to baseball because of that same thing. Because at least with baseball, you're seeing dingers, right? You're seeing home runs, and chicks dig the long ball,
right?
And so it's like you're at least getting back to that. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And the NBA, I don't care what anyone says. I think the MLB playoffs are probably the best playoffs. Like, they are so, like, when you see guys throwing 98 consistently, like, it's no big thing. Like, you know you've got something.
Right.
Why would we surrender? Don't hit me. See, and that's what I mean. People just griefing, like, we surrender because we didn't get our way.
And because I didn't level up enough.
It's so stupid. I hate people.
All right.
Like, we just did a 3-on-3 and just destroyed them. Like, we're not surrendering. Like, we're fine. And Snorlax up there is just taking every body shot like a champ. Like, yeah, let's surrender. That's what we should do. Let's surrender. Dead. Like, what are you talking about, surrender? Jeez.
It's like, I'm level 12 with 3 minutes left.
Right. No. We're not surrendering. Jeez, what a bunch of dill holes. I can't stand things.
It's not cancer at all.
I know. It's so bad. Like we have every reason to believe that we're gonna win this game.
Right.
Like what? Like we would have to really throw it. I mean, I guess we did throw that first game we played today.
Yeah.
But it's just like no. Surrender. Okay, we're not gonna fine. Just need.
Oh man. That's so fun.
Oh, okay.
The final stretch. You're on fire.
Oh man.
Oh crap.
Oh man. Oh come on, dude.
I don't have anyone around me. Ah, I hate when I have to use a unite move basically to retrieve. That annoys me really bad.
Yeah.
Goodra, get out of here! No one likes you.
Was that your unite move?
No, that was just mine.
Oh come on, dude. Oh.
No to me, you dank butt face.
Oh, you're so close.
I know. I know. I was.
Make it.
He's split. No!
Come on, man.
Good. That's pretty funny.
I was
I got it.
getting annoyed by you getting slowed down.
I know.
Oh,
It's so frustrating when that stuff like that happens. Oh, brother. I love it.
so we got a Switch for Christmas, and Brianna was playing this game, and there was like a different mode or like gameplay or game game.
Ah, dang
And
it, Trevenant.
I was like, what are you playing?
Get off of me!
Guy is not letting you go.
No. He is super on my butt. Ah, no, dead.
How do you do that?
Oh, I just was so low health. Like, he just...
How did he get back to the base before you did?
Oh, he just back is what they call it. So you just back and then you... So it's gonna be close. That one of our guys did a really good job cleaning up those last 2 goals, but they did get Rayquaza, so I'm not sure. It's gonna be close. We were ahead for a long time, so I don't know. It's gonna be close.
Now that, well done.
You little idiots. I love his name. It's so good. It's such a good name. Such a good name. I actually don't even know. I think that's a new Pokemon from the new Scarlet and Violet games.
I have no idea.
I wanted to play them, but apparently they were just like super buggy.
Huh.
So I'm just like, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, so the game has tons of modes. Like it has all sorts of things that you can do, just like League of Legends. You don't just have to play the main game. I prefer the main game, and especially if I'm streaming, I'm gonna play the main game.
Right.
Yeah, I'm thinking. So I have not spent a dime on this game. I'm thinking of maybe starting to put some money into it so that I have like more stuff to be, so we can like play this more often. So I'm thinking about doing that, which would be fine. I mean, normally a video game is $70. So getting a game for free, basically, no big thing. So that's that's okay. All right, what's our team comp? We are doing, okay, slow bro.
Yeah, I was there and I was like, yeah, we could probably do something like Mario Kart and a Mario game,
Mario
and
Kart
another
is so good.
Mario game, and then like maybe I know that they put some 64 games on the Switch.
So and I've already bought the extra thing. Well, what we could do is we could add you to our family group, and then that just makes it, we just split the cost. And so that makes it even cheaper for all of us if you want to be on our family plan, if there's room. And then you can download any game that anyone downloads. And you can play it if they're not playing. So it's like, it's a really neat system that they have worked out.
Well,
Yeah, and because I paid for the rest of it, so like no one else wanted the extra stuff, so then I just ended up paying for it, which is fine because I wanted it.
yeah.
Because that's the thing is like the games that seem to be getting the most traction are like a game like this because there's a big online community. Then the other games that get a lot of traction are games that are like in the past. So like Castlevania Symphony of Night, which me and Cam played together, that gets a lot of views or more views than because like Super Mario RPG for whatever reason, like it gets like nothing,
Right.
and it's like
On
well,
YouTube.
yeah,
Is that what you're talking about?
yeah, it's like
Okay.
that's too bad. I thought, well, and I think it just hit for what it was, and then it never actually like materialized after the fact, which sometimes that happens.
Yeah. Yeah. All good.
Yeah, so that's why we're switching up here. Maybe we'll go back to Super Mario RPG, and I'll keep like the save file if we want to. But we're probably just gonna we're just gonna move on. I'm thinking of playing the Final Fantasy VII Remake with you, which I have coming, or we might play a game called Golden Sun, which is on the Game Boy Advance collection, right? That they do.
Oh, cool.
So there's lots of options. The problem with doing Final Fantasy VII Remake is it's literally supposed to like take hours and hours and hours, and if we're not doing it like every day, people like move on. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's kind of what's happened with I think Mario RPG. It's like if we were doing this every day, and I'm not suggesting that we do that, but if we were doing it every day, then we could do multiple videos every day, and then we would get done with it, and then we will have like hit when it was like big. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like because we couldn't really do that, we had to like we would still be playing it for maybe even a couple more months, and it's like, well, the gaming community is built up. So that's why, and like this game gets a lot of views.
Right.
Crap, because you came cleaned up. So this game gets a lot of views. Like this one, I think is our high. This one actually, I think, has our highest, as far as the video goes, view total.
Like a video
single
game.
video, and I think total videos. So in a playlist. So this one people really like. So it's like, okay, well, let's focus on this one, and
Get what the people want.
right. And this one, and then like I said, I can spend some money on it, and then I can get, some items that I don't have. I can study it a little bit more. So there's just lots of options.
Right.
I think it would be fun for us to do a Borderlands playthrough again.
Yeah.
And like,
So-
I think people would really think that was fun.
So, the funeral I went to last week, my cousin is married to an artist that worked on Borderlands.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So,
Yeah, that's way fun. Well, and Borderlands is such a good game, and it would be fun to see you play with me something that you were more comfortable with, like
Right.
something that was maybe more up your, because like a Mario platformer, that's just not. I don't think that's your style. Like so, it just right. I guess.
there was a lot of
She
fun.
deleted me
And gone.
and dead. Destroyed.
Turn around and done.
Turn around and you're dead. I am caught up in all of our videos too, so I edited everything.
Oh wow.
So I was like doing it yesterday, and I was like, I'm just gonna power through this, and so I think I edited yesterday like 8 videos.
Oh wow.
And then finished them up today. So like, there's no backlog. I'll do this one tomorrow, and then we'll be all caught up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I need to go back and do some short.
Yeah, because those definitely help for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and I think I'm gonna also buy an X membership, and then I'm gonna start putting videos on X as well. And so because we can put my shield amnesia move. We'll be able to put we can put the same kind of, like, it's basically YouTube. So
right.
yeah, I think that would be good. And then we can actually kind of, it's like, what I'll probably do is like start over. So like we'll put just everything from the beginning one day at a time. So like we'll start from the beginning and see. And the thing is I think more people are on Twitter. So it's like, I feel like that would be better for exposure purposes.
On Twitter rather than YouTube, or?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because like when you get on Twitter, it's because you're like, oh, like you just scroll, right? And now I'm not saying that they're gonna sit there and actually like watch a 30-minute video maybe, but they're still like there. The people are there. And so it's like, it seems like we will have a better chance to actually get the audience that we're looking for, just anyone to actually be on the platform. I think the problem, not the problem, but the thing with YouTube is like, you literally have to like, you have to do two things. You have to either put a ton of videos up, which we're doing, so that the algorithm actually like gets you, right? Or you have to like do something that people, you have to, what's it called, become viral. And we had that one that was viral, which is great, but then it just, you haven't done a short in a long time, and so it just kind of, you know what I mean, just loses
Right.
that fire. And so we'll build it up, and then I think the algorithm will start showing us, because we'll be like, yeah, we have, we have 160 videos on YouTube.
Right.
So it's like, if we get to 1,000, then that'll probably help us, and then more people will see us, and blah 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 blah, right?
Right.
But we have to, the thing is we have to actually do that. We have to put all those videos in. So YouTube is more of like a grind, whereas I think X, more people will just kind of stumble on it. And so many people are on X that like friends and family will be able to just like promote it, I think, better too. And so
Yeah.
I think that would be my point. It's only like 8 months. No big thing.
Right. Yeah.
It's a Netflix.
Right.
Whatever it's called, subscription. Like, it's not a big deal. Oh, did he get him? Nope, it didn't. Oh, catch him! Catch him! Oh, get him! You died, you idiot!
You walked right into our trap.
Okay.
Yeah. I think if I can figure out how to change the shorts on YouTube so that they look better, because it doesn't zone into the action. You pick a spot,
Right.
and it crops automatically.
Right.
And it doesn't move with action. You can't control where the crop is following.
I thought my Unite move was gonna pick up faster, and it didn't. Shoot! Crap!
Oh no.
Ugh. Just needed to wait. If I just waited a tiny bit more, just like seconds, we would have been fine. Oh, did we get Rayquaza? I don't know if I was dead, but I don't have a bubble.
Huh.
I think we did. Cool. Good job, Pikachu. See, Pikachu.
Yep.
It's all that Pikachu magic. I just saved you, Meryl.
How do you save him?
Well, so he did his Unite move, the seismic toss, and then he stays up in the air and burns you down. Well, my move captures you in the air and holds you there and takes some damage away. So Meryl was able to get away, and then I'm there to like basically be a buff to him, like protect him. Oh, that was a good move, Serena. that was nifty. I like that. That was super nifty.
Well done.
Well done.
Whoa.
No, Pikachu for sure saved that game. That's for sure. Pikachu saved that game. Pikachu with the win.
I heard a theory. Oh, okay, never mind. My ADD mate.
I was gonna say, it's like, so did your brain just stop? Are you okay?
Slightly. So, I was thinking of just like YouTube Shorts are great, but you can't control the
Right, so you can't control
the crop and
crop,
where
and
it's
then it's
being
like
zoned.
you just pick it, and then the video just stays in that area the whole time.
Yes,
Right.
and so
That's why we also need to do probably TikTok.
that's where I was going with
Yeah.
it. Yeah, good words.
So that's what I mean is we need so in my mind the plan is start putting videos on X and just from the beginning just catalog just from the beginning start putting everything on X. And that's not really a big deal. You just download the video from YouTube and then put it to X. Takes